The Poco M3 is now available in Nigeria. It is the first ever Poco smartphone that Xiaomi is introducing into the African market. Initially, when Xiaomi started the Poco lineup, it was made for the Indian market, which was why I got a little surprised when I saw Xiaomi tweeted that the Poco M3 is coming to Nigeria, Africa at large. But it is for a good cause though, because the Poco M3 offers value at a budget price. And speaking of budget, by the way, do you know that Redmi smartphones and Poco smartphones are owned by Xiaomi, the king of budget devices? Now you know. So if you are interested in purchasing the Poco M3, you can buy it via the link in the description below. A reason to purchase this would be because of its value at an affordable price. Taking a look at the smartphone from afar, the design is unique with the eminent Poco brand written boldly on the camera module. But a closer look by using this smartphone, I noticed the Poco M3 is familiar somewhere. Yeah, it is identical to the Redmi 9T. But there are multiple things that attracted me the most in the Poco M3 that I would love to talk about. First of all, the speakers. The Poco M3 has a proper stereo dual speakers, one on the top while the other is placed at the bottom side. These two speakers produce audible mellow sound. The quality, the mildness, and how soft the sound that comes out of the speakers makes watching of movies and blasting of music enjoyable. So if you are buying the Poco M3, you are in for a great sound treat. I also like the chipset that powers the smartphone, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 662. This octa-core processor was built with power efficiency in mind, and you can tell when you are playing games and making intensive usage of the Poco smartphone. I noticed it gets hot or warm when you are playing games for long hours, but that hardly tells on the battery life. So this is one reason why Snapdragon chipset is better than MediaTek. It is not a matter of the smartphone getting hot. When the smartphone gets hot, does it affect the battery life? Does it affect the performance? Does it make the smartphone to lag behind? Now, in the case of Snapdragon 662, it doesn't affect the smartphone to that extent. So yes, the consistency, the reliance, and better heat management keeps Snapdragon on top when compared to other chipsets. So you can play games for long hours with the Poco M3, and yet the battery drop won't amount to anything. Now, when it comes to cameras, the Poco M3 48 megapixel is the same with the one in Redmi 9T, while the front camera is 8 megapixel. Now, for non-professionals, the cameras are good because it can take bright pictures with good amount of saturation and sharpness. But if you are a professional and you are looking for the so many called high-end features, they are all lacking in the cameras. For example, there is no ultra-wide lens, no 4K videoing, no image stability, and even the night mode is not promising. So if you want to take pictures at night or in a dark area, you must use the flashlight to get a decent quality picture. But should you be mad about this? The answer is no. Reason is because the Poco M3 is a budget smartphone, so in a bid to save cost, Xiaomi had to let some things go. However, there is this saying that if you know how to cut your onions well, you can literally take good pictures with the 48 megapixel found on the Poco M3. And that brings us to the software. The Poco M3 runs Android 10 out of the box based on Xiaomi MIUI 12 software. The good thing here is that the Poco M3 evidently will update to Android 11 any moment from now. Moreover, the MIUI 12 software is well arranged. The smoothness in terms of operation and how well the whole features are categorized, if that is a word to explain it. Now, the bottom line here is that the interface of the MIUI 12 is user-friendly, and there are a couple of tips and tricks here and there that I will talk about in subsequent videos. While one of the most outstanding features of the Poco M3 is the 6000 mAh battery capacity, you can't kill this battery in one day. It is not possible. The smartphone 6000 mAh battery capacity, in collaboration with the Snapdragon 662, is set to take you for days, and that is the exact way it is. So what is left out in a smartphone, you may ask? Well, it's good you know that this smartphone is identical to the Redmi 9T, although it is better than the Redmi 9, but this Poco M3 is similar to the Redmi 9T. So I wonder why Xiaomi left the Redmi Note 10 series to introduce the Poco M3. I think what every young tech enthusiast or Xiaomi fans is really looking forward to right now is the release of Redmi Note 10 series and not the introduction of Poco M3. Moreover, if you have the Xiaomi Redmi 9 or Xiaomi Redmi 9T, I don't think there's any reason to purchase the Poco M3. These are similar smartphones under different brand name, and funnily or luckily, these brands are all owned by one mother company, Xiaomi. So tell me, do you see the Poco M3 to be promising, and do you think it will thrive in the African market? You can drop your opinion in the comment section below, and also remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on the post bell for more content. And remember to follow me on social media. I will link my Twitter, Instagram and Facebook on the description below. And if you're interested in getting the Poco M3, remember to also use the link in the description to purchase the Poco M3 for yourself. It's my HD here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in my next one.